week, it's a 2K TV interactive special. We talk to NBA 2K League prospect Dirk.
Any commentator.
Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you. We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very... Well, what a great attitude. He is a monster on defense. David, thank you. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for him.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
And now the Lakers starting group. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3 starting group. Point guard. And for New Orleans, Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Okafor out there with Favors, and it's Ball in at the point. Plenty of games still ahead, Brent. Some discussion about shortening the regular season. Do you think that's going to happen?
I don't think it's going to happen.
Would you like to see it happen?
I like there's some percolating ideas out there that it might, and the idea of a 70-game season to me, it sounds really healthy. It sounds healthy for the players.
Healthy's a great word to use.
It sounds healthy for the coaching staff. It sounds healthy for the league, and it sounds healthy for the competition that you're going to get. Those 70 games, that leads some elevated play throughout the course of a regular season.
That's a great number. And the Lakers have possession. Jahlil Okafor unable to get his last shot to go. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And a miss there on the triple. Holiday against Green. It's stolen by Green. And here we go. Fast break. LeBron's got it. And James throws it down.
LeBron James out sprinting up the floor, his 16th season, still getting after it.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. And this matchup with the Lakers, it's their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, and they lost the season series to this squad last time around. Maybe a little extra motivation tonight to show they've improved.
Passes it to the chosen one. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Are you asking me, GA? I'm not sure.
Now here's Ball. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Clippers.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one.
Beautiful touch close in. Kuzma excels at taking advantage down low.
Here's Holiday. Takes the 12-footer and hits.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that.
For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Davis against Ingram. Pass to Holiday. And another turnover here by New Orleans. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Take a look at the Jazz. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And when you look at the Lakers, they're just so locked in right now. It doesn't matter who they're playing. I know it's still early in the season, but they may turn out to be the team to beat.
On offense, here are the Pelicans, trailing by 2. Pass to Okafor. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in, and 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score.
Nice to see LeBron have a straight line drive. Somebody fell asleep there.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for New Orleans.
Well, this season, the Pelicans finally getting themselves their own G League affiliate, the Erie Bayhawks in Pennsylvania. And in 2022, they'll move closer with renovations to the Legacy Arena in Birmingham, Alabama. And when that's completed, it's really going to help out the young core and the draft picks that have been collected by David Griffin to do some player development that's going to keep this team competitive for a very long time.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Now here is Holiday. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Clippers.
Yeah, but there's always this point, Kevin. You got to look at where did he also impact the game. It was on the rebounding end of the floor. A tremendous performance there.
And Brent, kind of a musical chair situation for the Bayhawks, the original franchise. This season, moving to College Park, Georgia, to become the Skyhawks.
That's right. That team was affiliated with the Atlanta Hawks, and now the Pelicans take over for the next 3 years in Erie with the new Bayhawks franchise before that move to Alabama in 2022.
Now, here's Ball. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
The knowledge that Ingram possesses, well aware that the D is going to hack him in these situations.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
And he sinks the second. And one of the major pieces of the Anthony Davis trade, Brandon Ingram. Brent figures to be a big piece for this Pelicans team.
So much talk about Brandon Ingram and potential unrealized, and maybe some stability around this new organization with head coach Alvin Gentry is going to bring out the best in Brandon Ingram.
And slam dunk by Ingram.
And Ingram is just so long. I mean, he covers a ton of space and just so quick in transition.
James outside. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Kuzma can't get it to go. Pelicans trail by 4. Ingram left side. That one no good. The Lakers have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. To the middle, it's tipped. Kuzma passes to Davis, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Well, Anthony Davis, the #1 overall pick back in 2012, a perennial all-star, 6 of his 7 seasons in New Orleans with the Pelicans, where he averaged over 20 points per game. He is a superstar and one of the more rare birds in the league at his position to be able to do what he does.
And Brent, you look at the different ways that Davis can affect the game. What stands out to you most?
Well, really his skill level. There's a lot of talk about how much he's grown as a shooter and playing in the half court. But since he's come into the league, Kevin, the skill that I admire most about AD is what he does in transition. For him to get out on the break, run and be a target, and catch the ball at any position on the floor and know what to do with it, that's an amazing thing for a guy his size.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups. So maybe just a step too far.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Holiday dishes the ball. Down low. And Drew Holiday, the bucket on the assist by Okafor. Holiday's got his second bucket of the night.
Such a smart offensive play right there. When Holiday sees that chance open up right there, he's all over.
To the right side. The chosen one. Oh, good on the triple. Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against the Spurs in San Antonio. And he makes that one.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Count it. Davis has got 5 now.
That's just such good touch. I mean, with that length, Kevin, once he turns, he's got a shooting window that feels wide open.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Offensive rebound, Davis, and he drops in the layup off the glass. 7 points in the game.
Just another example of what makes Anthony Davis such a great rebounder, size and athleticism, but you combine that with his anticipation, and he gets a lot of secondary opportunity.
From deep three-point range, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Los Angeles, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll return shortly. For those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
Lakers leading by 7. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Davis and Cousins down low at the 4 and the 5. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. And it's the chosen one and at the point guard position. Well, we hear this all the time. Good defense beats good offense. Do you think that's true?
I don't know how defense scores. So in today's game, seeing the juggernauts and seeing what we've seen, Kevin, quite frankly, as some of the best offensive teams, not only in the last 5 years, but in the history of the league, around the Houston Rockets and what the Golden State Warriors have been able to do. It's about equipping your team defensively to be able to stop that stylistically, but certainly every coach will say it comes down to defense because that is something you can control.
Pelicans trail by 6. Redick passes to Hart. And Davis sends it back.
Just a wonderful effort from Davis on the defensive end with that rejection.
Good. The chosen one's got 9.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Now here's Hayes. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Shot clock at 6. And the foul called on Danny Green. That'll be his second foul of the game.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
Both teams will make substitutions. And here in the second, with about a minute and a half gone by, the pass to ball. Clock at 6. Here's Hart. Rebounded by the Lakers. Davis has got his 6th rebound on the night. LeBron James on the wing. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. James has got the lead up to 10 now for the Lakers. And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow in closing out the shooters and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road.
And it's Davis missing.
I'll I'll be honest, I thought there's no way that he's missing that close. That's a bunny. Give it up for the aggressive defense, Kevin.
To the inside. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. They break it out. 5-on-3. Here's Hart. Covered by LeBron. Pass to Hayes. Buries it down low.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it. When you look at Lonzo Ball, certainly high expectations for this young man. One and done at UCLA. How about second overall pick? That's brought some undue pressure.
Now here's Ball. 5 points in the game, and the shot goes in.
There's just a feel that Ball plays with that really separates him from so many other players. He's superb at finding ways here to score in the paint.
Ray, you talk about the hype for Lonzo Ball and the pressure. Do you think that creates an additional challenge for a young player?
Yeah, he's scuffled at times, but I think the future remains very bright for that young man.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
And it's Davis with the jam.
And just such great work from the athletic big man, Anthony Davis. So devastating on offense.
Pelicans trail by 8. Ball, the pass to Hayes. Kicks it to Redick. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Redick's got his first points of the night.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
And taking a look here at some stats for the chosen one. He's been dominant over the last month. Tops in scoring. First in assists. And he pressures the ball and forces turnovers at a rate that's remarkable. How about second in the league in steals per game?
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Ball, the pass to Hayes. Dishes it to Redick. This one for 3. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
You can't let J.J. Redick get hot from there. And he usually starts the game that way, so this could be a long night.
A beautiful reverse layup. And that's 13 points for the chosen one.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now here's Ball. He's got 9. And yet that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. Well, it was only a short stay in L.A. for Lonzo Ball, traded this past summer as part of the Anthony Davis deal.
And getting out of L.A. might be the best thing for him. Still a great defender and playmaker. His best years, without a doubt, could be ahead of him here in New Orleans.
Okafor is checked in for New Orleans. E'Twaun Moore comes in for Josh Hart. The Lakers also making some changes. Dwight Howard's checked in for Cousins. And Kyle Kuzma is subbed in for Davis. Lakers leading by 4. Here's LeBron, and James throws it down.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Redick surveying the D. The shot misses. Kuzma with the defensive effort. Pass to Howard. Inside, over Moore. Ball with the rebound. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. To the paint, Okafor. Rebound the Lakers. They've led by as much as 10. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And there's the pass to the chosen one. Caldwell Pope for 3. Offensive rebound. And it's Howard finishing it off.
And Not easy trying to keep Howard off the offensive boards. He excels at using his muscles and his size to get great positioning.
Reddick against Caldwell Pope. And the chosen one gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. For New Orleans, they have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. Seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Favors. Missed inside.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
And so it's the Los Angeles.
Thanks, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sport. It's the Lakers out on top at halftime. They have a nice 7-point lead. Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Lakers? And that'll do.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Lakers leading by 7. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So for New Orleans right now, Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Brandon Ingram's out there with Favors, and it's Okafor in at center.
Not sure how he saw that there. Holiday with a firm understanding how to get the ball to an open teammate.
It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Kuzma passes to the chosen one. Drains the 3, and yes, he'll go to the line for one more. Lonzo Ball picks one up.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass.
Faster pace now, Brent, in the NBA. This has become an endurance, and well-conditioned athletes are a must.
Obviously, Kevin, over the past couple of seasons, the pace has picked back up. It's very reminiscent of the early 80s when you had the Lakers running, the Denver Nuggets running.
Yes.
You have these teams that are just flying up and down the floor. So as a fan, I think it's a wonderful opportunity, especially the closer you can sit, to watch a Russell Westbrook, to watch a Paul George, to see a Giannis get up and down the floor with such fluidity and grace and skill set. So the game opening up has also opened the eyes to the fans about just how great the athleticism of NBA players is.
And I tell you what, Ball has proven to be a threat to score whenever he has it. When he's feeling it, boy, the D is going to be in for a long night.
It's Davis on the wing. Here's the chosen one. And the Lakers with another miss. Pelicans trail by 7. Holiday, the pass to Ingram. Here's Favors, and then Favors with the dunk.
And the passing of Ingram, setting up his teammates and distributing the ball effortless.
Down low, here's Kuzma, and the rejection by Favors. And he's able to get it back. LeBron outside. Goes back up. Got a piece of it. Here's Davis. They get it back over Okafor. And it's Davis missing. For New Orleans, they've gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. Here's Ingram. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. And the dunk by LeBron.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Davis against Okafor. Fades away. That one goes. Count it. Okafor's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, you like guys who can work that in-between area, really keeps the defense honest.
Oh, man, that is just easy for him out there. At his size with that kind of touch, that is money.
Plays with such a fearlessness. Kuzma is terrific at staying engaged and forcing the issue.
Josh Hart, he's checked in for New Orleans. JaVale McGee's checked in for Los Angeles. Pass to Okafor. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Such a wide open look. Ingram's got 5 points so far.
And you cannot give Ingram even an inch of airspace. He's ready to let it go if he gets it.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
And Holiday kicks to Hart. Back to Holiday. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And the more you hear about Jrue Holiday, a magnetic personality. He really connects with his teammates.
It'll be very interesting to watch the growth of Jrue Holiday in that aspect this year, Kevin, with all of the additions of young, unrealized talent. Zion Williamson, Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram. Jrue Holiday has got to be much more of a conductor this year, along with keeping his levels of performance elite.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Count it. Good. 10 points for him.
Resourceful move there. That was not an easy one to convert.
No, showing off a little bit on that one. That's a play when your coach goes, no. Okay, good play. Get back on defense.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
And perimeter shooting, never more valuable. And that's been J.J. Redick's M.O. all along. An elite marksman who can hit from anywhere.
Howard's checked in for Davis. And in today's game, if you don't have floor spacing, your offense is going to struggle.
They call it gravity, the ability of outside shooters to attract defensive attention. Redick, one of those you don't leave for a moment.
And checking out the stats for Kuzma, how his last 10 games have gone. He's averaging 8 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists.
And very few players in the league can go out and produce like he has. Just a great stretch for him.
He keeps playing like this, and you know in arenas, especially at home, when the star player is playing this well, those MVP chants come raining down.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
At least in the second half they have been. The first half wasn't played anywhere near this intense. Well, Jrue Holiday and his brother Justin had some hard-fought games in the driveway. I know a little bit about that. We never ever finished those games, Kevin. Too much fighting going on. And by the end of it, both Jrue and Justin Holiday find themselves in the NBA.
And Brent, that fierce, competitive nature for Jrue Holiday, still there to this day.
So much talk from his coach, Alvin Gentry, about Jrue working himself constantly to exhaustion, just continuing to push the limits and sit at his locker, take a long shower. He doesn't want to move till his body recovers. He knows how important this game is to him and how important now he is to the Pelican franchise moving forward.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team. Just fighting tonight.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
Hart, that's good.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Green inside the three-point line. Good on the jump shot.
Boy, if you're going to just hand him this shot, you might as well put a bow on it. Green loves the catch and shoot.
Outside Holiday. It's Redick on the wing. Fires the three. A putback. Off target with that shot. Jrue Holiday has been on display for New Orleans. What a quarter that saw them generate a great comeback effort and are now out in front with momentum behind them. We've got more in store for you right after this. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And on the court for the Lakers to start the 4th. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Howard is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. And it's the chosen one and at the 1 spot.
It's so difficult to stop him, even when you hit him or pull at him or tug him or talk to him, but none of it works.
And it's sent back by Howard. And they're able to recover. James against Moore. Green inside the 3-point line. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Just throughout his career, LeBron James, we've been marveling at his passing skills. So special and makes everybody better.
Holiday finds Okafor. Basket counts. Okafor's got it all tied up now for New Orleans.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find. Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
Here's Moore. The Lakers with the rebound. LeBron's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's the chosen one, and it goes down 2 points. The chosen one's got 21 in the game.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
Floats one. No good from Moore. And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. A great 4th quarter, just giving up 2 points.
That looked easy. 2 of the easier points for LeBron James in this ball game.
Pelicans trail by 4. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Redick inside the line. Wide open shot is on the money. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Cousins over Moore. Howard trying to free himself up. And LeBron gets it to go with the assist by Cousins.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Well, Brent, you look at the size and athleticism of DeMarcus Cousins, and you can forget just how skilled he is.
Well, the interesting part about Cousins, and as his career goes on, especially coming off the injury, Kevin, what does he rely on? Well, when he came into the league, as you said, he had that skill set. He's going to rely more and more on that ability to shoot the ball and to still make plays so that he's still an impact player in the NBA.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Ingram, he's checked in for Moore, and Ball subbed in for J.J. Redick. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, look, here's what Alvin Gentry told his team during the break. He got on his guys about allowing too many paint points. He said, hey, we've got to be scrappy. We've got to be quicker to help, quicker to collapse the lane. You guys know what to do. Now you got to give me the effort. I want to see some nasty. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Howard, the pass to James. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. 21 points for LeBron.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Outside Holiday. In the corner, it's Ingram. Here's Okafor, and then Okafor slams it in.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Los Angeles calls timeout. Chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, LeBron James.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. Pelicans trail by 5. Here's Holiday. Banked in off the glass. Holiday's got 12 points here in the second half.
And you have to love how Holiday came up big with the shot. That's the kind of leadership you want to see from him.
The shot's good from Kuzma. And the Lakers lead by 6.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Inside, Okafor. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Okafor's got 6 in the quarter.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Over to the wing. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Okafor's got 9 rebounds now tonight. This is it, the ball. Ingram outside. And it's Okafor at the elbow. 6 to shoot. To the middle. Here's Favors. And then Favors with the dunk.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Here's Kuzma, and he banks in the layup.
The big man, the brow, finding a teammate and does a great job of seeing somebody that's uncovered.
Holiday against Green. Holiday, the pass to Okafor.
That is world class.
I've seen that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
The dish to Green. Pass to the chosen. To the inside. Davis. Good.
As soon as Davis receives the ball, you just know he's going to take it at the D, and the basket there was big.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They trail by 4. 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. J.J. Redick's checked in for Jrue Holiday. .44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And it's Ingram missing. And that's an intentional foul. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Lakers. They've led by as many as 11 points.
You watched the defender, and it looked like he knew that was coming. He made a quick play on it to intercept the ball in the passing lane.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5.
A relatively rare trip to the free throw line for Green, averaging just 1 attempt per game over the course of his career. And the lead getting safer and safer as these free throws from the stripe go in.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're down by 6. There's 25 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. .19 seconds left to play in the final quarter. It drops. And now they trail by just 4.
Redick with no hesitation. JJ stands for just jumpers.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game. 16 seconds left in the game.
No time to waste on this possession.
Time is not on their side right now. They're aware.
Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. Deep. And so the Lakers take the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, LeBron. We know it's a game of runs.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brett Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our